What's up, Shroom Nation? Welcome back to the Shroom Me the One variety channel. I'm not using my headphones right now. I'm using the ultimate headphone in the headphone industry, Raycon earbuds. Sponsor me with my 8 subscribers. But anyway, today we're going to be tackling the Borderlands 2 retrospective. I know the first one didn't get any views, and this one isn't going to either, but I want you guys to take a look at the effort that I'm putting into this video. Do you see these pages? This is a 6-page script. A 6-page script that I've written. So once I find a better way to do this, I will, but like, for now I've just got this paper, 6 pages worth. And we're going to see how fast we can do this. And, just so you know, so it doesn't seem disingenuous, like I'm clearly reading from a script, these are my full thoughts and my full opinions on everything. So anyway, let's get into it. So, I'm sure when someone thinks of their favorite Borderlands game, they'll usually say Borderlands 2. But why is that? Well, to try to answer that today, what makes it superior to Borderlands 1? What makes it so good and so loved? Why is Borderlands 2 so damn good? Let's continue. When comparing Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 1, it's pretty damn different in many ways. But let's try to make this as concise as possible and touch on what I think changed the most. The story! Okay, so in Borderlands 1, the story was very, very, very straightforward. Get off a bus, look for a vault, make bank, right? But hold the phone there, Buckaroo. It's not going to be that easy for our lovely, wacky band of vault hunters. When they arrive at the vault, the big bad Russian lady, Commandant Steele, that's been harassing you for let's face it, not very much of the game. She was barely even a villain. But Commandant Steele, the big scary Russian siren lady that's been harassing you for the game, the vault opens and she gets impaled through the back. He blows her back out, right? So then our band of wacky vault hunters fight and eventually defeat the vault monster, which is known as the Destroyer, which he's pretty cool. I think it's a cool enemy design. Probably one of my favorite vault monster designs in all of the Borderlands series. But you defeat him, and lo and behold, there's nothing in the vault. There is nothing in the vault for our vault hunters. They took this entire journey for nothing. Logan the Destroyer Paul rug pulled our vault hunters so hard. And the game basically just ends there. I'm not even lying. They fight the final boss, there's nothing in the vault, and the fucking game ends. And that was Borderlands 1. Yeah. Okay? So going to Borderlands 2, I feel like it's where Gearbox really found their stride for a single game, and then they kind of just fell off of that. So Borderlands 2, in my opinion, has such a good story, and it has more dialogue than Borderlands 1, and an actual villain that's, villainous, like a villain is, really supposed to be. So yeah. And Commandant Steele, just basically talks to you every other 10 hours occasionally, and she's not really that much of a villain anyway. But basically, Borderlands 2 has more Vault Hunters. You can play as one of 6 Vault Hunters, and the story is basically this. A man named Handsome Jack is trying to open the vault. He needs a group of Vault Hunters to hunt down the key pieces for him so he can charge it and open the vault. But turns out when you're on the train heading to your destination, Jack, he blows it up. Because he don't got no respect for no damn dirty bandits. He blows up the train, but luckily for you and unluckily for Jack, You are found by the steward bot Claptrap, and he nurses you back to safety in his little hideout. You have to do a few missions in the tundra, which is probably my least favorite part of the game. I just don't really like that environment. And then you carry on as usual. A few things happen here and there. You go, by the way, this is massively filled with spoilers, so if you haven't played the game yet, don't watch this until after you played the game. But anyways, you go through a plethora of missions. You do this, you do that. Turns out the AI, or the person that's been talking to you since Borderlands 1, is actually an artificial intelligence named Angel, and is a siren, from what I remember correctly, is a siren that Jack is going to use to charge the vault key so that he can then go and open the vault and unleash a vault monster called the Warrior, which essentially is just a giant kaiju-sized dragon made of lava. Classic video game design. But anyway, once you try to release Angel, right? You kill Angel in order to stop Jack from charging the vault key. You kill Angel, she asked you to do it. She told you to kill her. But just when you think that everything is about to go right, Roland is talking to you, and you notice that the camera is unnaturally close to him, so you can't see what's happening behind him. Suddenly, Jack teleports behind Roland and shoots him through the chest. And Roland, one of the Vault Hunters from Borderlands 1, is now dead. Dead and gone. Big golf ball sized hole blown through the front of his chest, right? By Jack. Jack snatches up Lilith, but not before throwing a power dampener around her neck or whatever, so she can't use her powers and she's really weak. Jack snatches her up and kidnaps her, and it's your job to meet Jack, basically chase him down and find Jack, get Lilith back so he can't use her to charge the vault key, and save the day. Here's how that plays out. You chase Jack all the way down underground where he's trying to open the vault. You attack him, he throws out a bunch of clones, but you kill them, and then you wound Jack very greatly. But too late for that, bud. Too late for that, because turns out Jack opens it up and unleashes the Destroyer. I mean, the Warrior. I always get mixed up with those two. Jack unleashes the Warrior, and you have to kill him. The Warrior is a big, giant vault monster with power to rival the very gods. But you kill him somehow, and then Jack sits there, wounded and bleeding out, just pissed the fuck. He's yelling and screaming and everything else, and after his big long monologue, you put him down. You kill Jack. And you get out of there with Lilith and you escape. Boom, game over. That's about where that ends. So Borderlands 2, the story of it was a lot more concise, a lot more complex, and all around a lot better than the story of Borderlands 1, or lack thereof. But what is one of the most important parts of any game, right? The environments. The environments in Borderlands 2, ooh, very good. They're so good. I love the environments in this game, because if any of you have ever played Borderlands 1, then you'll know that most of the environments in that game consist of, like, the color palette consists of dull, lifeless orange, brown, and gray. That's basically all the colors in the environments in Borderlands 1 look like, for the most part. That's about it. But, you can't really blame Gearbox, since they were, it was the first Borderlands game. They were still trying to figure out what they were going to do here and there and everywhere. But Borderlands 2 is where they really went and hit that shit out of the park. So anyway, Borderlands 2's environments, there's a lot of good, there's some bad, but all in all, I think it's some of the like there's just like amazing landscapes and amazing vistas that you can just do some wacky shit in, experiment like here and there, like that. It's just leagues better than Borderlands 1. But then we go to our next section of this video, the gameplay. What is the gameplay like for Borderlands 2? Well, let me put it like this. It's a lot better than Borderlands 1 gameplay. Borderlands 1 gameplay basically consisted of really just janky movement, janky shooting, janky skills, janky everything. It wasn't very good at all. But did I enjoy Borderlands 1? Yeah, I did. But was it good? Not very. But Borderlands 2 is where they found their stride, because listen here, right? All the guns in that game, oh, they were really good. The shooting felt nice. It would get better as the franchise goes on, but other things wouldn't. And it was just all around a great experience. The shooting was. Not only was there great gunplay, there was also really good skill trees and builds to experiment with, which I really love to do. And it was just pretty damn good all around. All around, it was pretty damn good. But we get into probably one of, if not the most important things when you're talking about your classic good guy, bad guy situation in a video game. What is a 7-letter word that is the most important part of a lot of games? That's right, the villain. Now, when we're talking about the villain of Borderlands 1, Commandant Steele, she's basically not even a villain. She barely has any dialogue whatsoever throughout the entire game, and she's killed almost as soon as you finally get to meet her. Gone and out of here real quick. But Handsome Jack, ooh. Anytime you see anybody on the internet talk about the legendary Handsome Jack, they're gonna say that he is one of the most well-written villains in video game or fiction history. And I do think that some people overstate that a little bit, but for the most part, I 1000% agree with that. Handsome Jack, well, okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I first started playing Borderlands 2, and Handsome Jack was talking to me, I was like, listen to this goofy fucking asshole. I bet he's not even a threat. I bet he's not even a well-rounded character. I bet he's gonna pose no threat to me whatsoever, and he's just gonna be killed by the Vault Monster as soon as we meet up with him. Boy howdy was I wrong. Gee willikers. Because Handsome Jack didn't just talk to you, pop in and say 1 or 2 lines and then leave for like 5 more hours of gameplay. No, he was there almost the entire time, and he felt like he was there the entire time. You constantly felt like you were being watched by this man, because no matter where in the map you were, you could see Jack's Hyperion spaceship looming over the horizon, just looming over the world, firing shit down on top of you. Like, crazy stuff. I think that's a really well done detail, is to always have just that thing up in the sky looking down at you. But they did that really well. But not only that, Handsome Jack's writing is really good too, because he is under the thought process. He genuinely thinks that he is the hero of this story, and he thinks that we're the bad guys of this story, which, pretty complicated. Which one is which? Are we really the bad guys, or is he really the good guy? Lines are a little bit more blurred than previously expected. But something that I came to realize is Jack acts very not threatening for like most of the first half of the game, because he doesn't take you as a threat. He's not being serious. He doesn't take you seriously. To him, you're just another bandit that he's dealt with hundreds of times before. But as soon as he realizes that you're that one in a million and that you pose more of a threat to him than he could ever imagine, he switches up real fast. He becomes just a threatening ass villain, just very well written, well performed by the voice actor. Even the voice actor did a really good job as Jack, and most importantly, 90% of the dialogue in Borderlands 2 is not cringy. We'll talk about that in the Borderlands 3 review, when the game turned cringe. When the game sacrificed good writing for cringy 2012 humor jokes. I'm just going to go ahead and say the Borderlands 3, the new Tales from the Borderlands, they really fumbled the ball when it comes to being a good game. But Borderlands 1 had a lot of flaws, but it was fantastic. Borderlands 2, almost perfect in every way. Borderlands pre-sequel, for some reason a lot of people really don't like pre-sequel, but I thought it was just an expansion of Borderlands 2. I thought it was really good. Borderlands 3, the gameplay of Borderlands 3 is some of the best gunplay / gameplay that I've seen in a lot of games, but the writing, storytelling, and villains were absolute ass and dog shit and booty fart in every way. But yeah, that basically is where we wrap up this retrospective for Borderlands 2. It's definitely my favorite in the series. It had so many good things. It has so many good things that I genuinely love about it. I have a lot of fond, nostalgic memories wrapped up with it. One of my favorite gameplay experiences of any game of all time. I love it so much. I'm a big fan of the Borderlands franchise. And if you guys want me to branch out to other video game franchises to do retrospectives on or reviews on, I would be happy to do that, because after I finish this, I'm thinking of doing a Dark Souls one or a Souls game one, because I really love those games too. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably still just a really terrible video in every way. I barely even read the script in this video. I just couldn't rightly read the script in this video. I spent like 2.5, 3 hours writing a 6-page script, and I barely even used any of it for this video. I guess I'm just better at freehanding it, but that's where we leave off with this. If you enjoyed the video, type Jack in the comments below if you enjoyed this video. And if you didn't enjoy this video, go check out my other content, because I guarantee you will probably enjoy some other of my content. This is not what I do. This type of video, this is not what I do. I do whatever I want on this channel. It's a variety channel for a reason. If I have a good idea for a video, I'll try to do it to the best of my ability, recording and editing on my fucking Motorola phone. But yeah, I hope you fellas really enjoyed this video, and I love and appreciate you all. If you even watched a second of this video, or clicked on it, or tapped on it, I love you. And I hope you stick around. But that's that. I love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later.